ask you a UX design related question? What do you see when you look at these? I don't know about you, but I see a balloon tree and a couple of random balloons. These inherently for all users are going to seem like a more related group as compared to any random balloon that's floating around. And there's a UX design reason for it. The reason for it is called the law of uniform connectedness. This seem like a more related group of balloons compared to this random guy. The law of uniform connectedness says when some things are physically linked or connected together, meaning they're physically joined together. When some are physically linked or connected together, meaning they're physically joined together. For example, linked, touching, your brain thinks this must be a group, even if there are other things that are actually more similar. This red balloon and this red balloon are technically more similar, and yet when I ask your brain to think about a group, this is the group that your brain ends up thinking about, simply because when these objects are physically linked together, your brain feels this belongs in a group more than this belongs in a group with this red guy. So the takeaways from this are very, very simple. Put similar objects linked together using physically visible links connected without distance inside of your UI, and your user will automatically think they're connected in a group, which means you can group any elements that you as the designer think are related or need to go together, and use things like a shared shape, a shared design, shared lines or arrows to group them together, and the user will automatically think that they belong in a group far more than any other random property that's strolling around. This is very useful when you want your users to understand that all of these different properties belong in the same group together. For example, if 3 buttons are connected by a singular tab or a line, they seem to belong in a group far more than this other random button, which may be completely similar to one of the buttons in the group, but it still won't be regarded by the user as complicit of this group simply because you've taken the option to link these together. And the very, very physical reaction that the user is going to have because of the law of uniform connectedness is that these buttons are going to be connected into a group, and this is not going to be considered a part of that group, even though the two of these are more similar than any other objects in these group combined. And that, my friend, is the law of uniform connectedness in UX design. What are you thinking next?